Every year since 1984, families in St. John have opened their hearts and homes to children from Northern Ireland. The Belfast Children's Vacation Program was created to help foster peace between Catholics and Protestants, in part by giving children a break from the stress and violence at home and by showing children that different religious groups can live peacefully side by side. Well, this year, Sean Gorman is hosting Chloe Scullion from Belfast, and we've reached both of them and Sean's daughter, Sarah. They're all sitting there in St. John. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Sean, you were involved in this project before. Explain that briefly.
Sure. When I was 12 years old, the program began. It was founded by Carrie Ryan and Fran McHugh of St. John, and they decided it would be a good idea to give children in Belfast from the two different religious clubs, there's Catholic clubs and Protestant clubs, an opportunity to come to New Brunswick where they could have a common ground to get to know each other and learn a different way of life. So I had a friend come over. His name was Jerry Drummond when I was 12 years old. It was the first year of the program. It was an awful lot of fun, and we get to know each other, bond really well. We brought him back to Canada a couple years further and kept in touch with his family over the years.
And how do you think that visit impacted his life?
I think it did in many ways. Just from the small parts of seeing how people can get along, as well as the stories that we heard when he returned. There was some incidents where he would come into contact with people from the other club that he had met here, and in confrontations that may have become physical, they kind of gave each other a look and would move on and kind of keep the peace. So I think just those little small victories might have helped in some small ways, further some of the people that live in those neighborhoods.
And so why did you want to have your daughter have this experience and bring Chloe to your home this summer?
Well, it was certainly one of the experiences growing up that I hold closest to myself. One of the most special experiences that I had, when you spend an entire month getting to know somebody from another country, learn about the differences but the similarities and form a close bond. It was just something that I thought, if I could pass that kind of opportunity on to my children, that it'd be wonderful to give them that fun experience as well. For the kids, it's not so much about the politics, it's about the fun, the bonding with somebody new, having a friend, having a month-long sleepover, so that's those sort of things.
One more quick question for you. Do you get a sense from your guest, Chloe, that the situation is much different than it was when you hosted?
I think that it is and it isn't, if not to avoid the question, but I think there have been major progresses. The peace has been signed. Day to day, I think, from what I'm hearing, things aren't as bad as they have been. But if we've been watching the news recently, we know that it can certainly fall back into some of the old ways. So it's sort of like 2 steps forward, 1 step back sort of thing. People are saying, we hear all the time that, well, there have been such improvements made, maybe this program isn't as necessary as it once was. And I like to think that maybe this program is one small part in what's helping bring Belfast forward, bring Northern Ireland, to a better place. And just because we sometimes hear that things are getting better is not a reason to abandon this whole cause. Maybe we continue forward, and we see with the violence that has been there this summer that it can easily slip back. Peace is not an easy thing, and we need to stay on it.
Okay. I'm going to ask a quick few questions to Chloe there, who's next to you. Hello, Chloe.
Hello.
Why did you want to come to New Brunswick?
Because I thought that it would be a really, really good experience, and it's a chance of a lifetime.
And what have you done with your family?
Well, we've been doing lots of activities, and we've been going to nature parks and swimming to Magic Mountain. And we've been camping.
How much longer are you here for?
Another week.
Oh, nice. So what will you tell your friends when you go home?
Just, if you get offered to go, just come. It's been a really, really good experience, and telling them what I've been doing and stuff.
Well, have a wonderful vacation, and I wish you a safe trip home.
Thanks.
Thank you, Chloe, and thanks so much for this, Sean.
Well, thanks for your time. We appreciate it.
For sure. Take care.
Thank you.